Tired of feeling like a zombie all week, only to mess up your sleep even more on the weekends? You promise yourself you'll catch up on sleep, but Sunday night rolls around and you're staring at the ceiling, wide awake, dreading that Monday morning alarm. What if I told you that you could completely reset your sleep schedule this weekend? Not in a month, not in a week, but in just one weekend. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a simple step-by-step plan to reclaim your nights and conquer your days. Let's get one thing straight. The idea of catching up on sleep over the weekend is mostly a myth. When you sleep in until noon on Saturday and Sunday, you're essentially giving yourself jet lag without even leaving your house. Your body clock or your circadian rhythm gets thrown completely out of whack. Think of it like this. Your body has an internal manager that expects you to wake up at 7 a.m. every day. When you suddenly wake up at 11 a.m., that manager gets confused. It's like you told your team the meeting was at 9, but you show up after lunch. The whole system is disrupted. So when Sunday night comes, your internal manager thinks it's still Saturday afternoon, and it's not ready to shut down for the night. The result? You're awake until 2 a.m., and Monday morning feels like a punishment. So, how do we fix this in just one weekend? It starts with a little bit of tough love on Friday night. I know, the temptation to stay up late and binge watch that new series is strong. You've earned it, right? But this is our starting line. Instead of staying up until 2 a.m., let's aim to be in bed just 1 hour later than your ideal weekday bedtime. So, if you want to be asleep by 11 p.m. on weeknights, try to be in bed by midnight on Friday. This small compromise prevents you from starting the weekend with a massive sleep debt and a completely skewed body clock. It's about damage control. Think of it as choosing a salad for dinner instead of a pizza right before starting a new fitness plan. It sets a positive tone for what's to come. Now for the most crucial part of this entire plan. Saturday morning. This is where the magic happens, but it requires discipline. You must wake up at your normal weekday wake-up time. Yes, you heard me right. If your alarm goes off at 7 a.m. Monday to Friday, it goes off at 7 a.m. on Saturday too. No hitting snooze. No, just 5 more minutes. The moment that alarm rings, get out of bed. I know, it feels like a crime against the weekend. But this single action is the most powerful signal you can send to your body clock. It tells that internal manager, hey, we're sticking to the schedule. This is when the day begins. To make this easier, you need to flood your system with morning light as soon as you wake up. Open the blinds, step outside for a few minutes, or sit by a bright window. Sunlight is the on switch for your brain. It stops the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, and tells your body, it's daytime, let's get going. For example, last weekend I did this myself. My alarm went off at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday. I wanted to throw my phone across the room, but I forced myself up, went straight to the balcony, and just breathed in the morning air for 5 minutes. It was tough, but within 15 minutes, the grogginess started to fade, and I actually felt surprisingly alert. Combine this with a glass of water and a few light stretches, and you'll jumpstart your system way more effectively than if you'd stayed in bed. Okay, so you're up early on a Saturday. Now what? The key is to have an active day. Don't just sit on the couch. This doesn't mean you have to run a marathon. Just stay busy. Plan your errands, meet a friend for a walk, work on a hobby, or do that deep clean you've been putting off. Physical activity, especially earlier in the day, builds up something called sleep pressure. Think of sleep pressure like a slowly filling tank. The more active you are, the faster it fills. By the time evening comes, your tank will be full, and your body will be craving rest. A friend of mine used to struggle with his weekends. He'd sleep in, feel groggy all day, then be wide awake at night. I told him to try this. He started going for a morning bike ride on Saturdays. Not only did he feel more energized during the day, but he told me he was genuinely sleepy by 10 p.m. for the first time in years. Now let's talk about food and caffeine. What you consume has a huge impact on your sleep reset. On Saturday, have your last cup of coffee or caffeinated beverage no later than 2 p.m. Caffeine has a long half-life, meaning it can stay in your system for hours, disrupting your ability to fall into a deep, restorative sleep, even if you don't feel wired. For your meals, try to eat at your regular weekday times. This also helps anchor your circadian rhythm. Avoid a massive, heavy dinner late at night. A large meal forces your digestive system to work overtime right when your body should be winding down. A light, balanced dinner a few hours before bed is ideal. As Saturday evening approaches, it's time to create a power-down hour. This is your pre-sleep ritual. About an hour before your target bedtime, which, remember, should be your ideal weekday bedtime, turn off all screens. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs is notorious for suppressing melatonin and tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Instead, do something relaxing. Read a physical book, listen to a calming podcast or soft music, take a warm bath, or do some gentle stretching. This is your signal to your body that the day is over and it's time to prepare for sleep. I like to make a cup of chamomile tea and journal for about 15 minutes. It helps me process the day and clear my mind, so I'm not lying in bed overthinking things. So Saturday night, you go to bed at your regular weekday time. Because you woke up early, had an active day, and followed a power-down routine, you should feel naturally tired. And now, for Sunday. Guess what? You're going to do it all over again. Wake up at the same weekday time. Get immediate morning light. Have an active day. Limit caffeine. And follow your power-down hour in the evening. It might feel repetitive, but we are reprogramming your body clock. Consistency is everything. By doing this for 2 days straight, you are cementing a new pattern. You're teaching your body what to expect. Sunday night is the ultimate test. After 2 days of a consistent schedule, your internal clock should be much more aligned. When you get into bed at your target time, you shouldn't have to fight for sleep. You'll drift off more easily and wake up on Monday morning feeling genuinely refreshed and ready for the week, not like you've been hit by a truck. You've effectively shifted your body from a chaotic weekend schedule back to a healthy weekday rhythm, all without the Sunday night anxiety. You didn't just survive the weekend, you used it to set yourself up for a successful week. So let's recap the one weekend reset plan. Step 1. Go to bed only slightly later than usual on Friday. Step 2. Wake up at your normal weekday time on both Saturday and Sunday, getting sunlight immediately. Step 3. Have an active day to build sleep pressure. Step 4. Cut off caffeine by early afternoon and eat at regular times. Step 5. Create a screen-free, power-down hour before bed. It's a simple, actionable plan. It takes discipline, yes, but the payoff of waking up on Monday feeling fantastic is absolutely worth it. You're not losing your weekend. You're taking control of it to improve your entire week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this plan helps you conquer your sleep schedule and say goodbye to the Sunday scaries for good. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with a friend who's always tired. And for more tips on how to live a healthier, more productive life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let me know in the comments what your biggest sleep struggle is. See you in the next one.